Long, long ago, in a magical realm known as Fairyland, there lived 7 fairies. They were not just sisters by magic, but deep and loving friends, always caring for one another. Together they laughed, flew across the skies, and shared every joy and sorrow. One day, the fairies learned about a beautiful pond far away on Earth. It was said that the water of this pond was no ordinary water. It was a gift of life, blessed with the power to bring health, strength, and healing. Whoever drank from it would feel renewed. When the fairies heard this, their hearts filled with love for their parents, they decided together, "We will go to Earth and bring this life-giving water for our parents." They asked permission from their parents, who agreed with proud yet worried hearts. The very next day, the 7 fairies began their journey. After traveling for 2 days, they finally descended upon Earth at sunset. The world below was breathtaking. Green fields, fresh air, and peaceful silence. The fairies were delighted. They found the magical pond and carefully filled their bottles with its precious water. Then the green fairy, the gentlest among them, smiled and said, "Before we return, why don't we bathe in this beautiful water?" The others happily agreed. They removed their wings and placed them safely beside the pond. One by one, they stepped into the cool, shining water, laughing like children. But nearby, a shepherd was watching them in silence. He had never seen such beauty before. His heart trembled with fear and wonder. Quietly, he crept closer and buried the wings of the green fairy under the soil, hiding them from sight. As the sun began to set, the fairies hurried back to the shore. One by one, they put on their wings, ready to fly back home. But suddenly, the green fairy cried out. Her wings were gone. She searched everywhere, her hands trembling, tears streaming down her face. Fear filled her heart. The other fairies tried to help, but night was falling fast. With heavy hearts, they apologized, embraced her, and one by one flew back to Fairyland. The green fairy was left alone. She cried bitterly by the pond, frightened and helpless. That was when the shepherd approached her. He spoke gently and offered her shelter. With no wings and no way home, she had no choice but to go with him. Days passed. The shepherd treated her kindly, and slowly she accepted her fate. In time, she married him. But her heart remained silent. She spoke very little, always lost in memories of Fairyland. Then, by the mercy of Allah, she was blessed with children. Motherhood changed her. Her sorrow softened. She devoted herself to her children, loving them deeply, embracing them with care. Years passed peacefully. One day, she went to the pond to wash clothes, taking her children with her. While playing, the children began digging in the soil, and suddenly they found wings buried in the ground. The moment the green fairy saw them, her heart stopped. These were her wings. Overcome with emotion, she stood up, cleaned the soil from them, and put them on. For the first time in years, she felt the magic return to her body. She was ready to fly. But her children began to cry. They clung to her, begging her not to leave. Her tears pierced her heart. Memories of her parents flooded her mind, but the love of her children was stronger. She looked at the sky, then at her children. With trembling hands, she removed her wings and threw them into the pond.
"I choose you,"
she whispered. From that day on, the green fairy lived happily on Earth with her children, choosing love over magic and motherhood over flight. And so, her story became a lesson for all time. True love does not need wings. It lives in sacrifice.